Headed out on Bago. May 6th. Water temp in Miller's Bay is approaching 68. Clarity, not too bad after yesterday's wind and everything. We'll see what it looks like out on the main lake. But with these water temps, I mean, the fish should be here and they should be on the feed. Really been having a tough time out here the previous couple weeks. This is my first time out in probably 8 or 9 days. So hopefully the fish are piled back in now. Out of the wolf, working the way through. Boy again, a few more. There's some numbers. Going to be throwing some live bait at them. Some plastics, of course. But with these temperatures, I don't know. Maybe they won't be so eager to take plastics. We'll see. Time for some walleyes. Already, water clarity is about typical for this time of year. Crystal clear. Quite a bit of floating algae and stuff, but I mean 4 or 5 feet of visibility. I'm gonna start out in 8 or 9 feet near some rocks. Get my baits out there a ways. I'm gonna throw out a couple slip hoppers and then be jigging, obviously. A little bit more aggressive bait to cover some water. Plenty of boats out here, and the main lake water temp is 62.8. 75 degree day, I guess that makes sense. It's probably going to finish up closer to 64, 65 by the end of the day, but that is pretty warm for May 6th as compared to the last couple of years. But we'll get these guys set up. One leech, one crawler, see what they want. Not too tight to bottom. 8 inches to a foot off bottom. I can't resist the leech this time of year, typically. Although I don't love these bluebird conditions. That looks pretty good. This is what I'm going to be throwing on the jig. 3/16 tungsten. The little shiner pattern. Is this power drip minnow or something? Drip swimmer. Tiny low paddle tail on them. Nice and lifelike. Alrighty, well, ain't nothing doing out here on the lake. I guess bluebird skies with 6 feet of clarity isn't great for a daytime walleye bite, so I'm gonna head to the river mouth and see if there's some dirtier water, some more aggressive fish in the depths. There are fish out here, but they might take till the last hour or so of the day. So I'll come back eventually. That's the plan. Love catching them on the lake, but if I gotta go to the river, drag a jigging crawler in front of their fish to catch a couple, and that's what I'm going to do. Clarity is definitely more of what I'm looking for in here. A little bit stained, but still pretty clear. Just going to give them the 1/8 ounce. Jigging crawler, we'll see what depth they're in. If they're in the channel or up on the flats in 6 to 10 feet of water, or down in 10 to 15. Turned around. Not enough current to push me downstream. Take long. Oh! felt like the right type too. You never lose a sheep, especially not on the first bite of the day. Okay. Yeah, starting in 14, 15 feet right here. Not how I wanted to start at all. It's never good when you miss the first bite. Sheep deer. Definitely getting some of the bites that I want. Seem to get to connect on one and prove to myself that they are indeed walleye. I sure feel like it. Oh, what's going on here? Another sheepy. Come here, sheep. Alright, I'm in the sheep depth right now. A lot of times it's just a matter of figuring out what depth the walleyes are sitting, and you find a spot or a depth that you're just catching a sheep at, slide out of that. Sure, you might not get as many bites, but a lot of times the bites that you will get will be a different species. I don't know why it is that way, but schooled up, holding to a certain depth contour. Guy in front of me's got one on, he's pulling flies. Let's see what we got here. He wants netted. Alright, nice walleye. Good for him. And good for me to know that they're around. Well, I already missed at least two doing this, so. Looks like a nice 15, 16 incher. 14. Good eater. Oh, I need to break the ice. That feels like it might be the right one. I speak that one into existence just like that. This is a whitey. Oh, it's a nice walleye. Too nice for me. What is that? 18? 18 and a half incher. Nice, and this little female. Might regret it, but we'll see if I can catch some good eating size. Multi-species day. Big whitey. On a crawler. I'll keep him. Good eating this time of year. Alrighty, third drift, and it's going to be a short one before I have to go pick up Quinn and Aaron. So hopefully I can have a Wallimer and the live well by the time they get here. Otherwise they're not going to believe me that I caught one. Back to the main channel. 13.5, 14 feet. I mean, not the deepest as it gets. Obviously, the closer you get to town, the deeper it gets, but kind of where it starts to plane out into the mouth, loses some of its depth. This is like the last little area where it's over 10, 11 feet. I don't know if there's something to it, but I mean, I had 3 bites and got that one. 3 what felt like walleye bites. You know, it could be anything, but to me they were walleye. Plenty of sheep to be had too here, but if there's walleyes mixed in, that's better than only catching sheep or not catching anything like the other spot. Maybe I'll try a leech. The sheep away. Although, who am I kidding? Sheep eat leeches too. They eat everything. Smaller jig. Little leech. See if that does it. The right one. He wanted the leech. There we go. There we go. Another big one. Not that one. Got my ultralight. Another nice one. I'll change my perspective. I'm going to keep one of these. One this size, and let the other big ones go. Yeah, there's a lot of them around. Would you stop? We need walleyes, not sheep. Yeah, they're right there, Quinn. That was another big one.
Big 20-inch here?
No, 18.
20-inch gar.
Oh, I'd like to get a gar. Yeah, I'll keep a gar.
Gar day.
Remember when I was in college here, Aaron? I met you when you were fishing out kind of south of town on your way to Black Wolf with ales. We were casting plastics, I remember. Maybe it wasn't that far south of town, I don't know the details exactly. Wall of Murr.
Wall Jim.
He's gonna be a wall of turf for Quinn.
So they're just inches.
I don't think so, but it does seem to be helping.
From 200 meters away from a guy with aimbot with hacks.
What do you think about?
He was so bad, like watching him move around, he couldn't even like tactical sprint or slide or anything. He was just running, do, and then he'd turn and watch a guy. He had wall hacks too, so he'd watch a guy like through a mountain, and all of a sudden the guy would pop his head out and he'd just go headshot. Dead.
You saw it on.
There we go.
Yeah, I
that's
the
the
camera.
Oh, okay.
Got him.
First hack I've seen.
You open the brake, John?
Oh yeah, nice one, Jim. Aaron wanted to tender the truth this whole time. And all of a sudden one gets batted. No, Timmy! But he comes to. Good story. Alright, one last. Yeah, well, I guess that was one last cast, because there goes my worm. What? There is one. Reason's hiding it the whole time?
You need it for you, Quinn. No, Quinn, have this one instead.
What? What the? He had two of them?
What?
Well, yeah, they would have been gone hours ago if you didn't.
Someone's got a rat.
Yeah. I knew that when you
nice
took
toss,
it, there
though.
was
Nice
at
toss,
least
though.
two in there.
There was.
Yeah, having finally having a sonar and like a depth finder and stuff and side imaging on my leg was huge. I mean, obviously it was so clear that we were able to, we found a rock flat like 7, 8 feet deep in the middle of the lake.
Did you try that out?
Yeah, I mean, we were able to sight fish and stuff, but it was like 52 degrees there, and then we finally found some like 54.5-degree water on the south side, and caught 9 smallies, 10 bass, and largie, in like 45 minutes probably. All in
What? If there's ever a good report?
There wasn't?
No.
Good. You're lying?
Yeah. If there was, I definitely would have went up.
They're not even really, I mean, they're kind of staging to spawn. They're up in those rocky areas.
You have to.
In the middle.
Oh, last year. Yeah.
Just cruising around, but they haven't made their beds or anything yet, so it's a walleye, hey? Is it?
There goes my jig. Don't let him go with it. He's got my jig. So.
Is it a walleye?
Yeah, it is.
Pretty good, Jim. Don't tear me out back.
Good luck for next time.
Yeah, good time.